8:25 a.m. this Wednesday morning, September 10th, 2025. Up here at the feeding grounds, of course, with all the food evenly distributed, if you will. Things are going pretty decent. And this is a, nice sight there. Watch yourself, little one. Watch yourself. But be nice, Wolf. So anyways, did an awful lot of recording yesterday. Still in the uploading process currently, and with a lot of content to follow. And yes, there is a playlist that has been created with yesterday's content. None of the stupid stuff. I've decided to exclude a couple of videos. Just to keep it strictly sky observation related. We were basically under very heavy cloud conditions this morning, and it is breaking up, as we can see all the blueness here. Have not been privy to sounds of overhead activity as of yet, but yeah, more than likely we could have another day of spray. Very hard to determine, but as you can see, we won't be getting any decent morning observations of the object. And like I said, the spraying does not seem as though it is kicking off at this given point, but you never know, because they can be high above all these formations and laying out whatever it is that they release into the atmosphere in order to create conditions such as this. But anyways, so if you'd like to check out that playlist of everything yesterday, I have them arranged to where it begins in the morning, and it should, if you have your settings on autoplay, it should roll from one video right into the next until you complete the recordings of yesterday. But that's only if you so desire. A lot to see, a lot of colors. You see the object, a lot of aircraft and their activities. It was a September day, yet another day to actually be remembered, and that is why I've decided to create the playlist, which is, I think I've got it entitled "A Day of Spray, Colors, and the Object." I think that's what the playlist is entitled. But anyways, there's the date of September 9th. That goes along with the title. So if you want to check those out, awesome. Just in case you might have missed anything in between. I've noticed that does tend to occur. A lot of my better quality recordings, people have been missing. But anyways, so we are seeing this greater light back here. I'm going to try to keep this short. Like I said, I still have a lot of uploading to do at this given point, as I am still uploading once again content from yesterday and adding to that playlist, but by the time you see this, all will have been said and done, and that playlist will be complete and available. Alright, so on that note, have yourselves a great one. Yeah, this is kind of weird looking back here. But then the skies here in Michigan always take on quite a bit of strangeness, especially due to the overhead activities. We'll leave off with that. Otherwise, take care. Have yourselves a great one. And of course, join back up with this channel if you want to see just that much more strangeness, as I'm quite certain there will be just that much more to come. So the current time is 11:11 a.m. on this Wednesday morning, September 10th, 2025. And I decided to go ahead and walk on out here down to ground level, do a little bit of a sky observation. I have not looked out previously. I just happened to notice the brightness. Oh, I was scared of the squirrel scampering off. Whoops. I just happened to notice that this greater light was shining bright, and I thought, well, maybe we can catch the object, but well, we're dealing with quite a lot of cloud cover, but some interesting cloud cover at that. Notice the waves right here. Yeah. Let's go ahead and dim this back down again. Possibly retaining our focus. But yeah, some nifty looking waves right there. But yeah, where I was halfway expecting clear skies around the location of the light, I came down here, in fact, with my Polaroid sunglasses in hand. Well, not really in hand, but hanging off my shirt. And, well, I don't believe we're going to get a decent viewing at all because of such a mass amount of coverage here. Yeah, I can see, oh, where are they? Right in here someplace within all this mess. Let's see if we can focus. Yeah, there's all kinds of waves that's kicking off through this. I'm starting to kind of see them through back in here. Once again, trying to get the focusing. Yeah. We might get a opportune time at some point to actually see this object. As it seems to be appearing more and more. Okay, I'm going to pause it, take a couple of steps and load around. So as you can see, facing more or less in the west, we do have more cloud coverage back here. But otherwise, like right up over my head, it is basically clear. Um, Based on what I'm seeing through the trees, and man, there seems to be a lot of activity in the woods. All kinds of sounds kicking off. But it appears as though these are moving from west to east. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So unfortunately, that is in the pathway of this greater light. So as the sun travels from east to west, and the clouds are moving from west to east, it's going to be under pretty much constant cloud coverage. At least that's my guess at this given point. Man, just look at that. At least we got something to look at, you know? Yeah, it's crazy Michigan skies. Uh, Ooh, I actually had a mosquito biting me. Oh yeah. Blittersville, baby, Blittersville. Oh, let's go ahead and travel out here. Are we zoomed in all the way? Yeah, I guess we are. We'll dim this lighting right down. We're going to go ahead. And even though it is still behind all the clouds here, let's go ahead and polarize the viewing a little bit. And yeah, possibly picking up the arms of the frames of the glasses. Oh, I don't know, we just might happen by happen chance pick up. Okay, something through all this filtration mess. Once again, I probably lost the focus. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and give this another try. Always. No, I've been capturing an object next to the sun for quite some time, and there's another channel on YouTube that I'm posting videos on that she's been capturing the same object. I'm doing a recording right. I'm doing a recording right now.
Okay, what's up there? What's Morgan got?
There's some people claiming it's a planet. Others are claiming that it's a second star, and then others believe that it's some kind of a giant lens or magnifier reflector. Yeah. Have a great day. Alright, we are going to zoom in once again and dim this down. And now we are once again, going through the polarized lens. Yeah, possibly missed the opportune moment. As is, but I'm not even sure where it's at. I think I'm on it. But you know, if it's showing up awesome. Again, I'm not even sure. Oops. Is that the sun right here? I don't know, I'm lost. I think it's in here. Yeah, I'm probably fudging this right up, but anyways, yeah, okay. Yeah, I know we're in here someplace. I am being blinded severely. I think that's it right here, but okay, so if we're seeing anything, cool. If not, cool. Um, it's been going on long enough. I'm going to go ahead and end this. Yeah. Alright, so hey, we got the sun right here, okay. Whether or not we've got the object, once again, that'll be determined upon review. Well, more than likely this won't come out for a couple of days, as yeah, yesterday gave me a lot of content and it's going to take forever to post at this point in time. So alright, well, thanks for watching, and we'll be back once again. Take care. Have a great one. 1 p.m. this afternoon, Wednesday afternoon that is, September 10th, 2025. Now we can see a past streamer in the background here. Yeah, dim this right on down because we're going to go ahead and skip right on over viewing the clouds that we have. And we're going to come right on up to this ball of light. And bingo, blammo, here we go. We have this object that is very, very plain to see. Sorry, I'm having issues with the lens once again. And yeah, unfortunately, I should have cleaned them before use. My apologies on that. And I have to say, this is very hot, a very hot light today. (1 p.m.) on this Wednesday afternoon, September 10th, 2025. You will notice throughout the recordings that I have done on this object that there is a line, like a straight line, that is in between said object and the glare of the sun. Because after all, we can't really see the outline of the sun. Almost didn't catch him. Yeah. Yeah, I actually had the camera on pause. Wanting to see if we're getting any coloration to these clouds up here. But, yeah, he had to disrupt my recording. Oh, where we at here? Oh, right there. I'm not sure if there's any coloration coming on or not. Well, yeah, we're getting some colors here. Let's go ahead. One last time. Look at that. Kind of blurry, I do believe. Not sure if we're picking up any of the clouds or not, but yeah, straight line there. So what could that possibly imply? Hmm. Yeah, these up here look like they could be. Anyways, this is the rest of what we've got kicking, and I'm going to go ahead and end it with that, and possibly return later. Well, of course, I will at some point return. Oh yeah, we're seeing some funky stuff. Let's just go ahead and try to just kind of look through the lenses here for a moment. Yeah, they're smeared, so taking it a step further, we can always drop down this lighting. Alright, yeah, we'll leave off with that. And come back for more. 8 p.m. this Wednesday evening, September 10th, 2025. That's going to basically conclude this day's recordings. Still in the process at this hour of uploading the last 2 remaining videos or recordings from yesterday. It's kind of neat looking here. So yeah, I've been trying to maintain well, a constant internet connection to the best of my capabilities throughout this day. So I've been basically monitoring the uploading process so I could get yesterday's content out as fast as possible. Okay, we've got something flying right up here. Where you at, buddy? We see him. Not sure if we can see that or not. Well, there. Again, issues with it just disappeared. Got bats out here already. Yeah, these broke up quite a little bit. Yeah, doesn't appear as though it'd be a decent night for trying to observe any nighttime objects in the sky, such as what I have labeled as Ezekiel's wheels. Having issues big time with the lighting. Alright, enough of that tomfoolery. Yeah, there's a couple of them out here. Then we got this cloud right here that actually, well, okay, on the screen it is not looking the same. No, not at all. Go ahead and we'll go back over here, I guess. Get some more colors here. Kind of tweak it out a little bit. Yeah. Got some more coming in over here. Got a little cluster here that's, well, it kind of looks like a crown, or well, I'm not too sure how well that's turning out, but it is rather neat looking. It does have an appearance of like a crown. Yeah, it's not coming in for squat. There we go. And I got bees crawling all over me once again. Now that I've started talking, they've started getting quite active. Now let's go on back over here. Look at this. Ooh. A rock lobster. A rock lobster. Yeah, losing its color. Boy, I tell you what, the bees are abuzz and the bats are beating their wings Birds are coming through. Man, these bees are something else. Well, I was not expecting anything of any decency to be, or decent viewing to be present, but we're getting a little bit of coloration that we can leave off with, so that's really cool. And which, yeah, these bees are getting just wow. I have to end this. They're swarming me something fierce. So on that note, thank you kindly for tuning in today. I highly appreciate it. As always, take care and have yourselves a great one.